During the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, with lockdowns being placed across the world, the air quality had improved remarkably. Major cities in many countries experienced much better air quality levels. The usually bustling streets of New York, Bogota, Paris, Berlin, London, Amsterdam, Sydney, also New Delhi were quiet, making way for the chirping of birds, clear skies and fresh air. However, a New York-based expert has now said that we might have overestimated the effect of vehicular pollution on air quality. Years of focus on the environmental damage caused by cars and driving may be missing the bigger picture, and this is a key environmental takeaway from the COVID-19 pandemic. In an interview in Manhattan ahead of Earth Day, Roisin Koman, a Columbia University professor of Earth and Environmental Sciences, has said that she was surprised at how little change we saw when all the roads were cleared. During the initial lockdown in New York, there was a 20% drop in air pollution. According to Roisin, there should have been an 80% drop in air pollution.
A lot of the assumption has been that it's all traffic. And over the past few years, the media focus has been on the traffic. But vehicles have cleaned up a lot. They're not perfect. They are still a very substantial amount of pollution in large cities. But even in New York City, I was surprised at how little change we saw when all the roads were cleared. So I hadn't even appreciated just how much we're seeing pollution from home heating, from water heaters, from the power plants around the city, the peaking generating unit.
According to the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, across the planet, the first wave of the pandemic saw a roughly 7% drop in emissions. And this had major environmental benefits the world over. The smog in North India cleared up, and in Venice, the water in the canals became much clearer. However, all these improvements disappeared as lockdowns were relaxed and human activity returned. Strangely enough, while air quality did improve during the pandemic, methane levels increased by 17 parts per billion last year, and there is no explanation for this. This just shows how little we are in control of the environment as far as climate change is concerned.
You can have all you want to do with social responsibility, stop eating beef, like there's all these things that are being pushed on us as individuals that we have to do if we want to be green. But I think COVID was a very good way of showing that you could do whatever you like and it's not going to make a difference unless we can change the system that is providing our energy.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.